know this presentation is an individual presentation. You are to take turns to explain to me the points that you have prepared according to your role. Okay, we will begin with the moderator, followed by panelists 1, 2, 3, and 4. So moderator, if you are ready, you may start the presentation.
Okay, doctor. Good afternoon, everyone. We are group 3, and today we are to discuss a key issue. After reflecting our plans, the reduction of land animal habitats, which is directly linked to the SDG 15 life on lands. Our group members are Huang Liyi, Ma Yujiang, Qian Pengyu, Wu Sitong, and Cheng Zimo. We have worked hard to study this problem, and I want to share our findings with you here. In many worlds where animals have access and need space to live, sadly this is not just a nightmare, it's our current reality. SDG 15 aims to protect life on land. Today we are meeting many of our fellow Earth inhabitants down. Due to agricultural expansion and deforestation, over 30% of the world's land's ecosystems are degrading, forests are decreasing, grasslands are disappearing, and the home of the countless animals are being destroyed. The consequences are severe. Animals lose their habitats, more and more species are pushed to the brink of extinction, and the existence are diminished, leaving the environment facing irreversible harm. Take the economic in Southeast Asia as an example. Their rainforests are being cut down for palm plantations. Without these forests, ornamental start to find food and shelter, bringing them closer to extinction. There is not just about losing a beautiful pieces. It's about the collapse of an entire ecosystem that supports countless other plants and animals. But there is hope. We can change this by understanding the problem and taking action together. We can put these happiness and the amazing cultures that depend on them. In the next part of our presentation, we will expose why there is happening and what we can do to solve it. So stay with us and let's learn how to safeguard life on it. Okay, first let's discuss what happens is decreasing human load, please.
The most important factors behind the loss of animal habitats are human activities.
Sorry, panelist 1. Okay, can we go back to the moderator? So, moderator, you missed one last aspect to be covered during the presentation, which is telling me what is the text that you referred to and the reason why you selected the text. Can you briefly explain that to me?
Sorry, can you say again?
Okay, there is one last item to be covered by the moderator, which is telling me the name of the article or the text that she referred to and telling me the reason. Why did she refer to the text?
Hello, doctor. Can I share the link to you in this chat?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for sharing the links. Now, can you tell me why did you choose the text to be your reference?
Because I think the decreasing of the animals discretion and um, the decreasing of the animal habitats is a important problem that's and if we protect the habitats we can solve many problems and
Anything else to add? Or that is all?
um and I think animals are our friends and we should protect them habitats and our world if we don't have animals and I think it's um,
Okay, thank you, moderator. Okay, now let's move on to panelist one.
Okay. In my opinion, the most important factors behind the loss of animal habitats are human activities, agricultural expansion, and climate change. I'm examining why I believe these are the critical ones. First, the human activity. Human development is everywhere. Cities are growing, roads are expanding, factories are being built. All this takes place, but whose place is original? It's often natural land, forests, grasslands, and wetlands that used to be home to thousands of species. A good example is the building of the highway across the forest. These roads don't just take away space. They also divide the habitats. Animals can cross them safely, and some become completely insolent. This affects their ability to find food, reproduce, and survive. Second, agricultural expansion. Another huge factor is agriculture. As the global population grows, so does our demand for food, especially meat and cash crops. To meet that demand, the farmers often clear large area of land. But this usually means cutting down forests to grow things like sorghums or corn, or to raise cotton. In Southeast Asia, large areas for rainforests have been destroyed to make room for palm oil plantation. That's really dangerous for animals like tigers or something else. They lose their natural homes and often there's nowhere else for them to go. Third, climate change. The last major factor is climate change. This one is more indirect but just serious. Global warming causes extreme weather, wildfires, floods, long drought. These events destroy ecosystems and make it difficult for animals to adapt. For example, in Africa, desertification is reducing the amount of grassland available for elephants and antelope. In colder areas, polar bears are losing the ice they need to hunt. So it's not just about temperature, it's about the whole environment becoming unstable. Okay, that's my personal view. So to answer this question again, I think human behavior is the biggest reason habitats are disappearing, whether it's city expansion, large-scale farming, or emission that cause climate change. All these are connected to how we live and how to consume. That's all.
Okay, thank you. What about your reason for choosing the text to be your reference?
Our reference is all shared in this chat box.
Okay, so you use the same reference. Okay, let me take a look at this again. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 4 references, right? So 1 reference per group member. Is it 1 text per group member, correct or not?
Maybe we share the same text
So you share
sometimes.
the same text. Okay.
Because
All right. Okay, thank you. Let's move on to panelist 2. Okay, next panelist, please.
Sorry. What do we do and problems we face to stop land animals homes from getting smaller? To deal with shrinking homes of land animals, there are some good actions. Protect areas like Amazon rainforest, reserves and safe place receive bigger part of important nature systems. Protect like China's three North forest try to fix endangered nature and build new homes. Stats shows will run reserves slow down habitat loss. The Amazon rainforest reserves cover big tropical forest areas. They save home for animals like tigers and birds. Data shows deforestation inside is slower than in up protect area nearby. But there are big problems. Money is often not enough. Building and keeping reserves, fixing nature, and making need a lot of money. Working cross countries is hard. Different countries have different rules. In strict and abilities, so it's not easy to work together to protect across their homes. Also, fixing habits take a long time. For example, fixing a tropical rainforest may need decades. We cannot see results soon. This tests how patient and make people to protect their areas. A report from International Conservation Group see over 16% of planet habitat fixing projects in developing areas are delayed or made smaller because of no money. In places like China 3 forest rainforest for flat overusing and different conservation stop unified protection plans. Research shows tropical rainforests with complex animals and soil systems need at least 13 to 15 years to get back to older levels after big fix start. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on to panelist 3.
Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something really important: protecting our planet. Our Earth is facing many problems like pollution and loss of wildlife. But we can all do something to help, no matter who we are. Governments play a huge role. They make the rules that can save our planet. For example, they can create laws to protect nature like the Convention on Biological Diversity. They can also decide which areas should stay wild and not be used for building or farming. Good places from the government are like a strong shield for our environment. Business also need to art. They should use materials in a way that doesn't hurt nature. Instead of cutting down forests for resources, companies and can find other better ways. Some businesses even spend money to help restore habitats where animals live. When companies do this, they show that they care about the future, not just making money. But it isn't not about government and business. The public are just as important. We can start with small things in our daily lives. For instance, we can use less plastic by bringing our own bags and bottles. We can also support groups that work hard to protect nature. The more people join in, the, the louder our voice for the environment becomes. In short, protecting our planet is a job for all of us. Governments make the rules, businesses change how they work, and we make changes in our daily life. If we all do our part, we can give our planet a healthy future. Let's start today. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Okay, on to the last panelist now.
Yeah, technology cooperation and induction. Protecting the homes of land animals. In our previous discussion, we explored how human activities and climate change are causing the habitats of land animals to shrink continuously. Over 30% of the Earth's land ecosystems have been damaged. Now, let's talk about how can we reverse this trend through three key actions. One, utilizing technology of monitoring and protection. Satellite images are like cameras in the sky, capable of monitoring forest, grasslands, and wetlands around the world. They help us quickly identify when habitats are shrinking or being destroyed. Two, working together across borders. Many animals, such as migratory zebras or tigers, cross multiple countries. This is why we need global cooperation. We should establish international agreements similar to Paris Agreement on climate change, but focused on protecting habitats. Countries can share data on animals' migration and habitat health. Three, the most lasting change comes from induction. Students can do more than just read textbooks. They can plant trees, clean up local parks, or observe wildlife in nature. This hand-on experience can help them understand that every small action counts. In conclusion, guided by technology supported by global teamwork, and inspired by induction, we can create a future where both human and wild animals thrive together. Let's take action today. That's all, Doctor.
Okay, thank you, Group 3, for the presentation. Okay, here come my comments on areas for improvement before you record the final assessment, which is panel discussion. Okay, number 1, please make sure to pay extra attention to your pronunciation, the way you pronounce the words when you deliver your speech. Okay, secondly, regarding eye contact, I noticed that during the presentation, some of you did not make eye contact with your camera. You did not look at your camera. Okay? Because you are reading. You were reading from your script. So please make sure to practice. Okay, get enough practice before finally recording the panel discussion so that you don't have to be heavily reliant on your script, so that you can maintain your eye contact with your camera. Okay? And the last comment would be on verbal citation. Okay, if you have 3 evidence, that means you need to verbally cite the source 3 times. How do you do that? You state the author's name and the year of publication. Okay, in which you referring to the text that you gain the source of information from. Okay, so if you have 2 evidence, then 2 times of verbally mentioning the source. Okay, the name of the author and the year of publication. If you do not do that, okay, I will have to assume that your speech is not backed up by evidence. So the verbal citation is important because it is an indicator that the certain part of your speech, they are actually evidence. Understand or not?
Yes, Doctor. I can share you for chat both. My
Okay. Your text.
how Doctor, can you see this in the chat box?
Okay, I can see the text now.
This
Okay.
topic 5 is my.
Alright, okay. Thank you for sharing the links to the text in the chat box. Okay, but during the presentation itself, you need to state the name of the author. Okay?
Yeah.
So when you speak. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
so that is all. Do you have any question? Anything that you want to ask me?
We don't have.
We don't have.
Yes, don't have.
Okay, that's great. So if that's the case, I believe we have come to the end of our assessment today. Thank you so much for the presentation. After this, please have one group member to submit the recording link to UKM Folio. Okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Doctor.
Alright.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.